again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, I can help you out, I can help you out.
Welcome back, one and all. We're here for round number 6 of the Asia Cup course. It's a dry quali and a dry race, being in Abu Dhabi. And as we come up the pit lane to start qualifying, we'll be sitting our times on the soft compound tyres, running the 2-stop in the race, soft to medium, as we go under the tunnel. What a sound, I love that sound. Every time I go through the pit lane, that sound will be on. We set our first lap, bank lap 1 minute 34.7, decent lap to start with. And our second run, bit too aggressive on the turn 5 curbing, invalidating on lap time. But here is our final lap, 40 seconds left in the session. As you go through the first sector, actually a little bit down, but then finding time on the brakes as you go through turn 5, turn 6, and up to the hairpin of 7. We lose time, but gain time on the exit, and now a 1/10 of a second up as we run down towards the heavy braking zone of turn number 8. Through the turn 8 and 9 chicane, finding a little bit of time on the exit, and going up just about 2/10, just under 2/10 clear, as I should say, but going through the chicane of 11, 12 and 13, finding lots of time. As we go from 40, we're actually almost 4/10 of a second up on our previous time. Now coming underneath the hotel, avoiding the curbs and carrying the speed helps us, but running a little bit too wide, and we lose a lot of time on that curb. Now the time constantly falling towards the end of the lap. It is a 2/10 improvement to 1 minute 34.5, and it's going to be our third pole position of the season, third pole position at RLH for the 4th time, starting on the front row of the grid. And here is Crofty.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina Circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead.
And as we come to the end of the formation lap, the lights are here now. And as we build for this race, start building up through the revs, we now have 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's been a brilliant start from David in 2nd place, and he's already passed us into turn 1 now, but diving into the corner, try and hang it round the outside of the Williams driver, and he's got the position, and we have to tuck in behind for the time being. But nevertheless, as we move on to the later in lap 1, David's gone a bit too deep into turn number 8, and now we're going to try and get the switchback out of the corner, running through the kink of 10. No DRS, of course, but up into overtake to try and get back past his Williams on the opening lap. Now looking to the outside of King David as we dive now down into turn number 11. We're going to try and hang it round the outside of the Williams driver. We just about hang around the outside, do our best to give him the room as we go through these couple of corners, but just about slot ahead. And now it's actually Maggot in the Racing Point. It could be looking to get past David, but doesn't quite do it on that occasion now. But on lap 4, David's going straight back at us. He's going to go and go down the inside now. We're going to go side by side through turn number 8, wheel to wheel. We just about hold it up the inside, but now he's going to get a really good run on us as we go down the 2nd straight. He does have DRS as well, up in a rich, up in an overtake, and he's now looking to our outside. Now is the Williams driver. That's how we got the overtake done last time. Can he find a way past? We go very, very deep on the brakes to hold the position and just about stay ahead as we go through the chicane. But now pushing on as quick, best as we could. We were under attack. Of course, they have the slipstream and the DRS. We pushed on as hard as we could, and it's at the end of lap 7. We're pulling the trigger at the front with the pit stops and coming in for our first stop on the medium compound tyres. David's staying out a little bit longer, and Maggot following us in as well. And we're going to come up behind Lurch, who started the race on the hard tyres. So currently down in P3. Doshos hit a lap before us, and see he's flying at the moment, but he's a catch up to Lurch today on lap 9. We're now looking to try and overtake the hard running driver, looking to go maybe around the outside, but not quite close enough to do that. And now maybe trying to get a bit of switch back, and he's got a little bit tail happy now as he comes out of turn number 9. And with DRS, we're up into overtake and hoping to try and find a way past the Ferrari driver, looking to the outside. And we got past King David on the opening lap now, trying to go round the outside of the Ferrari driver, but just have to tuck back in, trying to avoid wing damage because the gap was ever closing, so no need risking a bit of front wing now. We're going to try and stay with the Ferrari as best we can. Of course, we have the tyre advantage. And as we come on to the following lap, start of lap 10, just coming around turn 1 and then into turn number 2. So we're all the way back on the Ferrari driver, getting a bit switches his loss of grip as he goes through these very high-speed corners. We're now side by side with trying to go around the outside into turn number 5, and we get the position done going into the corner now. But of course, now we have to worry. He's going to have DRS as we run down the first of the 2 DRS straights. But utilising our tyre grip, you see that proximity arrow disappears. But on lap 11, King David comes into pit lane to 4 medium tyres. They're going out a lot longer than we did. We have VSC on lap 12. And then we pushed on after the VSC because the guys behind were relentless. Great pace from everyone. You see Josh's managed to get past Lurch just behind there as we come through turn 1 on lap 13. And as we're later on into lap 13, there's another VSC. We're utilising this to save a bit of ERS, but see, we've gone into lap 15 now. And King David has got up into P2. So after Josh's undercut, he could not quite hold up the fence. And King David up into P2. And we come in on lap 19 for our second stop, going to mediums. Once again, mediums to the end of the race. But David's staying out. Of course, Maggot is currently in third. Joshua's right behind him. He's on the hard tyres. But of course, we're going to the end now on these mediums. We're pushing as quick as we can. And I thought King David would be doing the 2-stop as well, but staying out. Very crucial. Another VSC. The Boss must retiring on lap 21. But King David's staying out. You can see his sparks just in front. We managed to close down the gap. I mean, the tyres have massive advantage. Of course, he's pretty much done double the amount of laps on the mediums that we have done. So much better pace, much fresher tyres. And we managed to catch up to him now. See, we come on to lap number 27. Caught him up on lap 26, but had to follow him through the final sector. Now onto lap 27. We're right on the back of the Williams driver. And now we're going to turn up the engine as quickly as we can, up into overtake, up into Rich, as he's got fantastic drive out the corner, even with that tyre wear deficit. DRS now on the back of the Williams, looking to try and get the move done for the race lead. Now looking to the outside of the Williams driver, braking late as we can, try and hold it around the outside, but very unrealistic. I think, David goes a little bit too deep, and I think with the tyre wear, you can excuse that. I think I turned it a bit too tightly as well, not leaving enough room. On the corner, you see here, I think I don't leave enough room, and you can't really expect it with that tyre wear to be, braking earlier to let me try and go on the outside. But now on to lap 28, so the final lap of the race. We're looking to try and regain the race lead right on the back of the Williams drivers. We close up massively. The tyre wear really starting to come into it now. We've got a really good run off of the corner, up in the Rich, up and overtake, and now DRS on the back of him. See, we're a lot closer this time around on the Williams driver, already flicked to the outside, and that arrow will turn from red to white as we slot into the lead of this race. And we get a good drive off the next corner to help us hold the position as we go down the second DRS stroke. Of course, he'll have it this time. But now as we round the final corner, it is our second win in SFR, and now puts us within 2 points of David at the top of the championship. Very, very happy with the win, converting the pole into a win. So brilliant stuff. And our 5th podium at RLH and our 4th of the Asia Cup. So brilliant stuff for this season. And now only 2 points behind King David. The race is really hotting up at the top of the championship. I'm currently on 94 points. He's on 96. So great battle between us two, and hopefully we can continue that into the final 2 races. Brilliant stuff though, nonetheless, and a great win for me. But of course, see everyone next week in Singapore for this round 7 of the Asia Cup.